It's Saturday morning in Mobile, and the Italian-American Cultural Society has Municipal Park decked out like Little Italy. American and Italian flags line the sidewalks. They sing the American and the Italian national anthem. Italian sausage sizzles on the grill.
Go!
And the athletes take off for a bike race, Italian style. It ended a week-long tribute to Christopher Columbus. You know, that Italian guy who discovered America. It also fortified this group's determination never to forget the difference between ravioli and cacciatore, to take pride in their last names, names like DeSalvo, Garisco, and Cimino. Determination to keep their Italian heritage, the heritage their parents brought to this country and to this area.
Let's just put these in here.
How did the Italians get to this area? They break themselves up into two groups, the old and the new Italians. Mary and her sister Teresa Garisco are part of the old Italians. Their father, Agostino, was a member of the Italian army. He immigrated to America. Like most folks, he came down south looking for work and land. He settled in Daphne. In 1907, he married another Italian, Mary Lazzari. Even back then, the Italians stuck together. They formed a club called La Progressiva. The minutes of their meetings were written in Italian. The list of officers reads like a who's who of Italians in Baldwin County. Drago, Mansi, Garisco, Lazzari, Bertagnoli, Allegri, and Boni.
Here they were in a strange country. They did not know the language. And they had to look to each other for their social activities, which was the church and visiting each other. And they would help each other in every way they could.
Mary's parents migrated down south during the turn of the century. The new Italians are migrating down south now, like Nick Mortellaro. He's from Brooklyn. Now he's a professor at USA. He remembers his Italian community in New York, the way his dad tried to Americanize him. He remembers the Italian ways.
There's one thing about Italians and the Italian gene is that the expression of being attracted to someone in terms of friendship is the touch, is the hug. And that's basic to all Italians. I know there wasn't a moment in my house, in my father's house, where we didn't touch, we didn't hug.
Mobile recently helped showcase the Italian ways. The Mobile Opera had their recent production, La Bohème, done in Italian for the first time.
Italy has a very rich artistic heritage.
At Famous, the Fine Arts Museum of the South, you can find a collection of Italian art that dates back to the Renaissance, the time when Italy was the art center of the world. It takes something like these drawings to remind you just how long Italians have been around. Thousands of years. After all, Italians brought the world Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Galileo, and more recently, Pavarotti. And they brought us Columbus, which brings us back to Municipal Park on that Saturday morning. They celebrated the spunk that has kept the Italians around all these years.
Well, I guess maybe it's the wine they drink and the olive oil that they use. They're just happy people.
They celebrated the spunk that got them through the bad times.
Yes, even I was discriminated against once when I was first trying to get a job teaching school, you know. But then it's gone. It's stylish now to be Italian.
And the Italians celebrated America, the melting pot of all nationalities, the 210-year experiment that seems to be working. Michelle Meredith, News 10 Nightcast.